This is one of the most remote aquariums I've ever visited. Located at the very northern tip of Denmark. It's home to some amazing marine life, but also very dangerous and unpredictable.
Right now you're in the North Sea. There's a lot of wind up here. Wave will rise pretty high. Dangerous place to be at the wrong time. More than 4,000 shipwrecks.
The largest aquarium in Northern Europe.
Hirtshals, Denmark.
Lots of really diverse marine life that we're not really used to seeing.
The Mola Mola. It's the world's largest bony fish. 2.3 tons.
2.3 tons.
Trying to find this aquarium. That's the train. We gotta catch that. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, everybody? My name's George, and we're here today with Martin Rees. He is the curator of the North Sea Oceanarium.
Right now you're on the west coast of the northern part of Denmark. Hirtshals.
We're here before the aquarium opens, so we are getting a private tour.
Close this one. Otherwise we have visitors.
Are all the species in the aquarium from the North Sea?
All of them, yes. Total water volume is just beneath the 6 million liters.
What are we about to see in there?
You're about to see the open ocean.
This is the biggest aquarium that you have here.
Yes. Let's go.
Wow, that is so cool. How big is this aquarium?
4.5 million liters of seawater.
1.2 million US gallons. That is a big aquarium.
It's the biggest single aquarium in this country and in the whole of Scandinavia. The tank is 8 meters deep and it's 33 meters wide.
At first, I thought this was a rectangular aquarium, but really
it's an ellipse, oval shaped. Yeah,
Okay,
that's really done on purpose. A fish should not meet a corner if it's a schooling fish. In this way, the fish would have a natural swimming behavior.
How thick is this acrylic?
41 centimeters. So the pressure is...
It's a lot of pressure.
This tank was built in 89.
1989.
Holy!
It's all automated. I love this place.
The most weird looking fish here. For sure, the ocean sunfish, the Mola Mola. There's 2 of them in here. Small guys on 5 kilos.
Wow. Oh my God, they're so cute. They're adorable. This is so cool. Look at the way it's moving its fins.
So he will use the dorsal and the back fin to get the propulsion forward. And he will control it like a ship, actually, with a rudder. And then he will balance with these small breast fins. He can do some fine adjustments.
Oh my God. It's really honestly the thing that caught my eye when I was researching the North Sea Aquarium, and I was like, I have to come here. I have to check it out. You guys are one of a handful of aquariums that has a Mola Mola.
What's the lifespan on a sunfish in the wild?
We don't know. There's not a lot of knowledge on sunfish because it has no commercial value. So actually the aquariums are the place to get knowledge.
How big can this fish grow?
Huge. It's the world's largest bony fish. They found an example in Sydney, 2.3 tons.
2.3 tons.
In average, they will grow about 80 kilos per year inside this aquarium.
There must be some biological reason that it evolved to look like that, right?
Actually, if you find a fossil, it's exactly the same. So maybe it didn't evolve at all.
Now that's interesting.
Yeah.
They look kind of ugly, but so ugly that it makes them cute. Are those the fan favorites for visitors when they come?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
So if you were in the sea diving with it, what's its personality like?
Extremely peaceful. Everything is slow and easy. We hand feed our sunfish here every day, and they will come to the diver. This is the fish from 2003. This fish was inside the ocean tank. He was around 300 kilo at this size.
If it weren't for this aquarium, I don't know if I'd ever see a sunfish. So I think it's really cool what you guys are doing.
We're working together with all the other aquariums hosting sunfish.
The waters in the North Sea. What are a few characteristics of this body of water that we ought to know before seeing some of the fish in it?
It's a shallow sea, 40, 50 meters only. This makes this very rich in plankton because sunlight would hit the seafloor in the whole North Sea. So it's very rich on plankton, which makes it very rich on herring and very rich on the bigger predators. A lot of fish for our dinner table comes out of this sea.
This tank is magical. How many different species live in here?
Around 50. 6 different species of sharks, 2 species of rays, the schooling fish of the North Sea. Schooling fish are one of the most important things in the North Sea regarding fishing and regarding the whole food chain out there. Mackerel, horse mackerel, a very common fish to eat in Denmark. There's not a child in Denmark who has not had mackerel, but they've never seen it alive. So that's, in my opinion, one of the most unique fish here.
I don't know how many times I've seen a school of fish that big exhibiting that kind of behavior in a public aquarium.
I think we have the largest mackerel school in the world.
That's where it comes from. Holy mackerel. What is that one with the...
And this is a garfish.
That's a gar.
Yeah, I like those garfish.
Yeah, they're really cool.
They're experts in hunting herring, and herring is the base of the food chain in the North Sea. We are often asked, are the sharks not eating all the fish?
Yeah.
They would if we didn't feed them, but we hand feed them every day again and keep them stuffed. They will not hunt if they are filled. They are very lazy sharks.
I can't see the back wall at all. And so it almost gives that illusion like it's just fading into the ocean.
This is really on purpose, so you'll have the effect of endless ocean.
What is this?
This is a trawler. North Sea is a dangerous place to be at the wrong time, so there's more than 4,000 shipwrecks if you go on the west coast of Denmark. And the shipwreck would become a biotope for a lot of creatures, so it becomes alive.
You can see is that like a little lobster underneath the...
It's quite a big lobster, this one coming there, yeah. Lobsters are very common on the shipwrecks because there are so many hiding places.
I'm almost a little bit afraid of it now.
You should always know what you're doing when you're traveling out there in this weather conditions.
So it's not that bad, but make sure you hop on a really big boat. So many different viewing panels for this aquarium. From down below, looking up, from the side, from the top. So cool.
Come here, there's some cool aquariums here, especially at this one. You got sunfish food.
The jellyfish. This is an enormous aquarium for jellyfish.
5.3 meters.
Wow. How many jellyfish are in here?
400, I think.
Are these moon jellies?
These are moon jellies, yeah.
This is a cool aquarium though.
In the old days, you look into a hole in the wall and there was the jelly. Here, visitors could interact with the aquarium. You can hug a jelly.
Come on, don't be shy, guys.
This is what the sunfish would live off, but these jellies are bred and raised here.
In the wild, they eat jellyfish.
Yeah.
Is that what you feed them in the aquarium?
No, it's not an option. We can't get this amount of jellyfish because as they grow, they just need more and more and more. Grown sunfish eat 4,000 jellies a day.
4,000 jellyfish?
Yeah.
We're talking like little jellies or like...
Yeah, everything. There's not a lot of nutrients in the jellyfish, but there's a lot of fresh water in the jellyfish. Sunfish needs a lot of water. It sounds ridiculous. It swims in water, but it needs it inside. We also feed them mussels without shells, prawns without shells, everything with a soft texture. This has been a success over the years, and we've developed this feeding system over 20 years now. It goes through the floor, and on the top floor you can see the same tank.
Really?
From above, with an open surface.
You guys must have a lot of trust in your visitors.
People, they're scared of jellyfish, so they don't dare to put their fingers in. If you see a schooling fish in general, they have a light belly and a dark back. Seen from above, in through the dark sea, the fish disappears. And seen from beneath, against the sun, with the light belly, the fish disappears. So it's a kind of camouflage. And this tank, you can see both of these colorations. One of my favorite fish are down here. It's the monkfish, who got a cold water predator tank.
What is going on here? Look at this trio of friends.
Yes, together with a lobster and a very small conger eel.
That's like the hottest piece of real estate in this aquarium. It's just this little corner.
So he will lure with this when he's hungry, and boom, it's one big mouth, this fish.
How many fish do you see right here?
Flounders.
They are masters of disguise. They have two eyes.
On the same side, the eyes pointing upwards. Actually, when they are born like a normal fish with an eye on each side. But as it grows, one eye will go to the top of the fish and he will become a flounder.
That's what I need on like my door.
This guy here is the codfish.
A fish that so many of us eat, but probably can't actually recognize in an aquarium.
Codfish use the shipwreck for hiding.
Wow, these are some big fish though.
Yeah, codfish can go for 30, 40 kilos.
Can you dive in the North Sea?
Yeah, you can, but you have to be lucky with the weather. The sediment is constantly stirred up out there, so visibility, if you went diving, would be pretty poor. You have to wait for a day with no wind and maybe the sea is calm and the current are low. Then you can dive here. And this is a very typical reef, rocky reefs, where smaller fish can hide. There's a lot of crayfish, a lot of urchins using the reef as protection.
You just use the word reef.
Rocks with organisms attaching to. Not like a coral reef.
It almost resembles more of a freshwater aquarium. What are these guys?
These are haddocks.
Haddocks.
This girl here, the beginning of the aquarium in 1987, she was introduced to a tank here. really old fish now.
1987.
1987. You take good care of her.
How long have you been here?
Back in 2000.
22 years.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
This aquarium behind us here is represent the pier. So you'll find smaller fish here, takes shelter inside the harbor. And these guys here are horse mackerel.
And we have a big sea star.
Yeah, this is very common in the cold water. Many of the creatures living in the North Sea, you never see them. They'll probably be hiding inside rocky reefs. But this guy here is a small codfish called swordwels, and he's hiding here in between the rocks. It looks like a toad actually, but we have to keep him in a very small aquarium so the visitors have a chance to see him.
So is he a frog?
No.
He's a fish.
Yeah, he is. In the Danish waters, there's a lot of seals. We have two species of seals in Denmark, the gray seal and the harbor seal.
Oh, here they come.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh my gosh.
A gray seal male can go for 300 kilos and it's really huge. This is a pup from last year.
Can they recognize us? Can they recognize you?
The visitors are not here yet, so the first people coming in, they're always interested. And my keys, he's always looking for my keys. You see? And then, yeah.
Wow. That's so cool. I wondered, I was like, if you bring them up here, and okay, he's like, I've had enough of your keys, George. Ah, so you can see it from also outside.
All angles. This is 800,000 liters. A visitor come running into the shop and says, there's a dead seal in the pool. Because when they sleep, they can sleep for half an hour underwater.
This guy's just chilling.
Just chilling. Harbor seal, you know the harbor seal from its head is short and rounded. Gray seal has a longer snout. The smaller they are, the more curious they are. He was waiting for a herring.
This one loves our GoPro. He's just following us everywhere we go. Where are we going now? This is kun for personale.
Staff only.
Let's do it.
This is behind the scenes. We can start by going to the surface of the ocean tank. No fishing.
No fishing. Wow, here it is.
Yeah, here's the ocean tank. Just beneath you now is the main panel, the big panel. Now you can see this ellipse shape the tank has.
How many total fish species live in there?
46.
Species.
Yeah.
And how many total fish are in here?
3,300.
It's kind of crazy. There's just like nothing here.
You just jump in because here's the dive suit and you're ready to go.
Yeah, there's a shark up here and he's just poking his head out of the water.
And we don't know why. Only the spiny dogfish does this.
Oh my gosh. So he sees us.
He sees us.
Hi.
Mackerel love dry food, and this dry food is made for fish. And they're always hungry. They hear the sound and they know the sound, and then I'm sure they will come within now.
All right. What is this room?
This is the control room for doing a dive inside the ocean tank. So in here we can take care of the diver, visual contact and hearing the diver. This is the camera mounted on the dive helmet. When the diver is in the water, we'll be here on the side. And inside is the microphone.
That's crazy. So you can talk to each other.
Yeah. Say, are you okay down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay. Oh, sorry.
You could also do karaoke.
Yeah, we talk to the visitors. Look, this shark is feeding right now. Look at the teeth. And you have the camera almost inside the mouth of the shark.
Next time I go scuba diving, this is what we need. Then I can speak to the viewers.
Whenever you guys get a really large new animal, you can crane it up over and into the aquarium.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's perfect.
This is it.
Yeah, it can carry 2,000 kilos. Otherwise, we have a freight elevator that could carry 2,000 liters of water, also for bigger fish. Actually, all the sunfish came up with this elevator.
How many Georges could you fit in here? For a second, I thought they were like just real people hanging upside down. It's kind of scary. We're here with Christina. How long have you been working here and diving in the aquarium?
For 9 years.
9 years.
And working here a little bit longer.
Wow. And you like it?
Yes.
That's a fun job.
Nice preparation is also these gloves. They're very sharp teeth, so this is nice to have.
Yeah. What kind of food do we have here?
Today it's boiled mussels. They eat quite a lot. So in here there's shrimps and herring.
That's a lot of seafood. All right, so right now we're heading to the basement?
Yeah. So this room here is totally fitted to breed lobsters.
Why? Why have you dedicated a whole room to breeding European black lobster?
This is because we are obligated to do nature conservation as a public aquarium.
Their populations are declining.
Yeah.
And this is a conservation program to figure out how to breed them and increase the population.
A female bearing 10,000 eggs, she will have a survival rate of 0.5 survival in nature. So we take care of her larvae to bring the survival rate up. We are aiming for 10%, but we are not there yet. Then we reintroduce them to the wild.
And it's really good for the economy.
It's really good. European lobster is the best project because it's tasty. Fishermen get good pricing from it. Restaurants serve it for the tourists. The tourists come to our attraction. So if we can make this project, everyone is happy.
And this is the project that like you're most excited about.
Right now, yes. And you see.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Do you see him?
All right, so now we're heading into the filter room. What it takes to make sure all the water in the aquariums here stay nice and clean.
Whoa. Wow.
That is a filter room.
Better build it too big than too small. We will use around $200,000 a year on electricity. At a maximum, there will go 2.3 million liters through per hour.
It's a lot of filter power.
The machine is simple. This blue container is filled with sand. The dirty aquarium water comes in top of the sand, is pressed through the sand.
How often are you or someone else coming down here to like work in here and, you know, do the maintenance?
Every day.
Every single day.
Every single day.
This is where all the food gets made.
Yeah.
Ah.
So we got herring in 20 kilo block. You got shrimp, you got mussel, you got krill, you got blue whiting. There's a lot of different stuff.
This is not my climate.
You have to be a polar bear to stay in here.
Yeah. This is the quarantine room. So all the fish in here are new and coming to the aquarium.
If it carries an illness or a parasite, we can isolate it here and it will not contaminate the ocean tank. And these cylinders are specially made for schooling fish, which will swim in a circle, easy to keep here.
You can actually see the North Sea from here.
This is the inner bay of the North Sea, yes.
Sea lion, they're all watching.
Yeah.
It's too early, stop talking up there, I'm trying to sleep. Where do you guys get your water from? I would assume since you're so close to the ocean that you bring it in directly from...
Yes. Down in the beach there are drainage pipes, constantly filled from the sea. Pre-filtered seawater because it's going through the beach first, so it's very clear and very good quality.
These big turbines, these are producing electricity. Are you guys using these as well?
It was the plan that we were connected to one of them, but it became politics. So the local public here cannot support us. We need these tourists coming every year. Because in the summer high season, we make 80% of our income is from these 3-4 months. So this is very important for us. Aquarium should be a place to relax, a place to cool down, a place to get your heart rate really low and just enjoy.
I've been to so many aquariums around the world and I'm very serious when I say this is one of the most unique I've been to, different in so many ways. Martin, that was amazing. Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you. Remember to keep those nitrates low.
George, out.